You must hurry. There is much to do. Gask and his forces are preparing to march. They know about the caves and will not cease until every last one of us has been slain. And there are the survivors of Eventide to consider. I have not heard a whisper from across the pass. And Esha, she plots a fool's errand. We must stop her. Much to do. Forgive me. Ever since the Tuatha came, omens of our destruction besiege me. My every notion is of escape and salvation. When he refused to worship Gadflow's god of smoke and ash, he thought first to kill us, but then chose a far grimmer fate. He made us his example. He sent Gask. First, Gask's priests destroyed the clans. Then he burned the bodies of the fallen and breathed in their essence, mocking the dead and the great cycle itself. One day, that is all Gask needed to unravel many seasons of the telling, to make the earth shudder and the sky weep. Now he sits above us, watching. Ashmore and Eventide stand astride the pass, the corridor leading from Bale to the wider world. When we refused to stand aside for him, he ripped his way through. Wonderful! Your attack will give us time to organize an escape. Do not underestimate Gask. He is among Gadflow's best for a reason. His camp of Cadsimir is to the north, but you must defeat his witch knights along with the Fae himself. I have faith in you. She was once of the House of Vengeance, and has always served as the guardian of Ashmore. But she is only one warrior against Gask's legions. Esha fears an attack, and wishes to lead survivors to safety through the caverns. Perhaps you can talk her out of it. She readies her people below. An agent of Gadflow, and head witch knight of Cadsimir, one whose acts define him. Little is known of him, but this is not important. His actions here are a grim enough tale. They did not sense the changing of the tide as I did. They had no warning. The first of Gask's soldiers occupied the pass, severing Ashmore from Eventide, ending all communication between us. We of Ashmore retreated into these caverns and know not of what fate befell Eventide since. There are many good folk there, Bareth, Nell, and even Ordo. Victory will be yours.
What do you want? I am surprised to see a mortal so far south, especially after what your kind has done. Before, there was balance. The great cycle cradled us all. Now there is only death and despair. Bareth was right about you. Your mortality is contagious. Hoping to assuage your mortal guilt? Of this I care not. But you have come at a fortuitous time. The Alfar armies bar any crossing their lines, stranding us here to die. But there is another route. The caverns lead north, taking us right under the Alfar without them even knowing. But the way is very dangerous. Our people will not wait much longer, and some have already gone on their own. I must help these remaining to escape, even if I die to make it so. The caverns of Twilight Pass were long ago seized by the Mergen. Their queens block the passages, spawning more of the beasts to hunt us down if we venture too close. It is a blessing that we've evaded them this long. You are, by my reckoning, a step closer to absolution. No sins are entirely unforgivable, not even those of mortals. Come, the tunnel is not long, but my people are weak and unfit for combat, and the Mergen are clever. Let's go. Your eyes may be sharp, but these shadows are the blackest in Alabastra. Let's keep moving. He was the wisest of us, the sage of Twilight Pass. His first lifetimes were spent as a House of Seasons guide, learning to trust the flow of the great cycle, to listen. But I have not glimpsed Bareth since the attack, and I fear for his safety. If you journey to Eventide, find him, for me. At one time, the clan of Aventide thrived, until the Tuatha marched through the pass, slaughtering its people and razing its places. It sickens me to think of all the destruction and malice he has brought to our people. Someday, he will be overcome. Perhaps, I suppose, it is possible by a mere child of dust such as you. Let's go. Not now. This isn't over. On behalf of the Ashmore survivors, I thank you, Martel. Now go. Others need you still. See you again.
Someone would come. Have you ever seen such things? Such violence? Such abominations? I cannot comprehend it. First the clan of Eventide and now Bareth. Beyond the veil, no more slumbers in the great cycle. Gask and his soldiers cursed them with permanent rest. All gone but Bareth, Ordo, and me, that is. It was Bareth the Tuatha came for. They were led by a curious one named Amaura. He coveted Bareth's knowledge of enchantment, how he charms the beasts of Alabastra. But it was not Bareth himself that charmed the beasts. It was a pendant he wore that kept the Morgan from turning on him when he studied them. He wishes to add mortal beasts to Gadflow's ranks, an endless supply of living weapons, until only the Alfar, the Almeen, and the Varani remain to oppose him. Someone must stop them. If not Bareth, then you, or me. The Morgan are dangerous enough now, but imagine if the Tuatha commanded their numbers. I last saw Bareth as Amaura's men dragged him deep into the mine. Walk with a light foot. Acting while unseen will offer your best chance of survival, and try to use the anger of the Morgan against our common enemy. Farewell.
Tear not the way. Dead is part of the cycle. The cycle.
Priamore is gone, but so is Berth. He did not deserve such an end. Do you hear me? He was a kind spirit. You are a friend to Eventide, even if few of its folk remain. Take this key. It will unlock hidden treasures of our clan. Any you find will be open to you now. Thank you, mortal. Now go. Good luck.
Another jostling fire. Take your peace, mortal.
Mortal, deal with it! So you've come to door. Die to perish, mortal!
I smell the stink of mortal flesh.
That one must be stopped! Look down below!
You're back. I was keeping an eye on you from a safe distance to see if you would keep your promise. I am amazed. I dared not speak of it, but there are prophecies of a mortal who would herald our kind's passing, while the defeat of Gask will count as a victory against the madness of Gadflow. I wonder if it is a harbinger of darker nights ahead. Prophecies aside, you have done as I asked, and we, the clan of Ashmore, recognize you. Farewell.
Another eye.
Agarth will not be far behind you. Neither of us saw any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrinial. A scout on the ridge above saw the two Arthur mounting for a counterattack. You should hear what he has to say before we move on. If you'd rather not wait, talk with Agarth. Time is of the essence. Agarth, if he tells you he's ready, then my people are as well. Of course, if you wish to proceed with caution, the scout on the ridge will know what we're up against. Careful. This is worse than I had feared.
Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrinio. Damn it all, I knew we couldn't trust her. I sent Ventrinio to keep an eye on her. He was sending me messages until recently. But there were fewer and fewer as we've gotten closer to Baal. We need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. And we'll have to do it without them. He's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore. A face so consumed with hatred that he's little more than a beast. If you're going to get into Baal, the Cur has to die. We'll go as far as we can. Whatever is happening in Baal needs to be stopped as quickly as possible. Listen, you're more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill the Cur, you go into Baal and stop Gadflow. If we get separated, I'll keep fighting to keep an escape route open for you. Now go! Stay on guard.
to victory!
Onwards! We're nearly there.
The dirt, Dusty.
Looks like this is it.
Prepare to perish, dust.
Amaura!